Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Science Quickly. In this video we are going to talk about the difference between speed and velocity. Speed is a scalar quantity. So speed is a scalar quantity and velocity is a vector quantity. Now let's try to explain what it means by scalar quantity and vector quantity. A car starts from point A and goes to point B in a straight line. If the speed of the car is 15 kilometers per hour, 15 kilometers per hour. Now, when we say the speed is 15 kilometers per hour, now remember speed is written as a small v, which is equal to 15 kilometers per hour. This tells us the magnitude of the speed, how fast the car is going at 15 kilometers per hour. When you have velocity, now remember velocity is a vector quantity, we put an arrow on top of it. Velocity equals to plus 15 kilometers per hour. Now remember I am putting the plus sign over here. That means the body is moving away from the starting point. So velocity tells us how fast the car is going, 15 kilometers per hour, and it also tells us what is the direction of the body. In this case, the direction is positive. Now, if the car starts going backwards in the opposite direction, so now the car is going from B to A. If the car is going from B to A, the speed of the car is still 15 kilometers per hour. Speed never changes, 15 kilometers per hour. But now the velocity will become negative 15 kilometers per hour. This negative sign tells us that the direction of the car has changed. Remember, the magnitude of the speed is still same, 15 kilometers per hour, 15 kilometers per hour, but the negative sign in the velocity tells us the direction of the car. In this case, the car is going towards the starting point. So we say that speed is a scalar quantity and velocity is a vector quantity. Now let's look at what is the average speed and average velocity. Average speed, let's say a car starts from point A, it goes through a circular path, it goes through a path and again comes back to point A. The length of this road on which the car is traveling to make this circular path, let's say the length of the path is 5 kilometers, and let's assume that the car takes 1 hour to finish this journey. So in this case we can find what is the average speed and we can also find what is the average velocity. Let's try to do that. Average speed equals to total distance divided by total time. Now in this case, the total distance is 5 kilometers and the total time is 1 hour. So average speed equals to 5 kilometers per hour. Now let's try to find what is the average velocity. Average velocity equals to total displacement divided by total time. Now in this case we know total displacement, the displacement of this car is equal to 0 displacement is equal to 0. So anything divided by 0 will also be 0. So average velocity of this car is equal to 0 kilometers per hour. So what we are saying is that average velocity can be equal to 0, but average speed will never be equal to 0. Let's try one more thing to make this point clear. If a body is moving in a circular path, let's say it starts from point A, goes through a circular path and come back to point A in a perfect circle. Of course, I cannot draw a perfect circle. Circle. So now let's try to find what is the average speed and what is the average displacement. Average speed equals to total distance divided by total time. Now let's assume that the total distance traveled is the circumference of this circle, and we can find that by the formula circumference of a circle is equal to 2 pi r, where r is the radius of the circle. This will be the radius of the circle. So average speed equals to 2 pi r divided by time, whatever that value comes to. Now average velocity equals to total displacement, putting an arrow, that means the displacement, divided by total time. Now remember, total displacement, the displacement starting point and ending point is exactly same. So displacement is equal to 0. So average velocity is also equal to 0. One more important thing, let's assume that the car is moving in a circular path like this, and the speed of the car is constant, let's say 20 kilometers per hour. So if you measure the speed of the car at point A, if you measure it at point B, if you measure it at point C, or if you measure it at point D, everywhere the speed of the car is 20 kilometers per hour. That means the car is traveling with a uniform speed. Speed never changes, which is 20 kilometers per hour. Now let's talk about velocity. What happens to the velocity? If you think at point A, the magnitude of the speed is exactly same, 20 kilometers per hour, 20 kilometers per hour, 20 kilometers per hour at A, B, C, and D. The magnitude is still same. But the direction of the displacement at point A is going in this direction. The displacement at point B is going in this direction. The displacement at C is going in this direction. And the displacement at D is going towards the north, which is like this. So what are we saying is that the direction keeps on changing. Magnitude of speed is exactly same. Okay, so speed is same, 20 kilometers per hour, but the direction keeps on changing. Direction keeps on changing. So what do we say is that this body or this car is traveling with a non-uniform velocity, which we also call it as variable velocity. So these are the differences between speed and velocity. In the next video, we are going to talk about acceleration. So please do watch the next video. Have a good day.